Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on Superman and Lois Season 4, the final season. So in the coming days, like I think within the next 2 or 3 days, roughly from when this video will come out, we will have the final day of filming ever for the show of Superman and Lois. Now it's of course sad to think it feels like it was only, I guess like feels like it was only yesterday is a bit cliche, but it doesn't feel like it was that long ago. Maybe like 2 years ago or something that the show started after its initial delay due to the pandemic, but I guess it's only been 3 years, so maybe I'm being a bit dramatic, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's set for April 22nd as the final day of shooting, but sometimes there can be like an extra day or two added if weather is an issue or some other delay. Like with The Flash, for example, I think they added on like 2 days of filming because of, I think Grant Gustin got COVID. I think there was also a day where it was really rainy or something, they couldn't film, stuff like that. But by the sounds of it, they are on track for an end of that date or on that date of April 22. But one thing that we know is now over is filming at the downtown Smallville location, which has been a thing since season 1. They filmed the last ever day of shooting there, probably over the past 24 to 48 hours from when this video will come out. I think it was earlier today from when I'm making the video, so it just depends on when this video comes out, I guess. But Bitsy Tulloch did say something interesting along with that. She said that like another big show will be taking over that location. I don't know whether it was like a show that's already happening or a brand new show. So yeah, keep your eye out for news on that, I guess, who's taking over the downtown Smallville thing. Of course, it's probably not going to be Smallville, but they're going to use that as like a downtown sort of city center for probably like a rural town somewhere in America or some other country or something like that. I did see some people saying that maybe it could be used for Peacemaker season 2 because Peacemaker used like locations that the Flash used, and I think they might have modeled this area off that place where I can't remember what the suburb, like the town is in British Columbia, like near Vancouver, but apparently it was like designed roughly off that. I'm not too sure because season 1 of Peacemaker did film in Vancouver as well, just like Superman and Lois does now, but who knows? Wait and see on that one, I guess. But in this video, we're going to go over some photos in regards to Superman and Lois and its series finale with the emphasis on that Superman aspect. As for the first time this season, we are seeing Superman in the limited set photos that we have been given, throughout this final season. Now, there has been discussions around the fact that we haven't seen Superman at all, even in like social media posts, all these limited set photos, and that maybe this finale is the only time we will see him in the suit. I highly doubt that, but stranger things have happened, I guess. I don't think we will see much of Superman like we have in previous seasons due to maybe the budget cuts or at least action scenes with Superman, because it's not like it costs, oh, it's going to cost us $10,000 for Tyler Hoechlin to put the suit on. No, he just puts the suit on. So maybe he could be in the Superman suit, but like there's limited actions or they cut away rather than specifically showing him do stuff, which might cost money. I'm not too sure, but I'd be pretty shocked if the finale was the only time we saw him do Superman stuff. It just might be smaller than what we've seen in previous seasons, at least on the action side. But as I said in previous videos, I do believe this season could be a very heavy one on the feud between Luthor and Clark and Lois, which wouldn't require the Superman side too much because Superman and Luthor just can't start punching each other. Luthor would need some extra help in regards to that, but yeah, wait and see on that one, I guess, as well. But of course, throughout the video, let me know in the comment section down below your various thoughts, theories, expectations, predictions, whatever it is on all the stuff we go over. Always curious to hear what you guys are thinking. There's probably two things here that are main thing. One to do with Superman and something that might tease a flash forward. So I'm very intrigued to see what some of you might think on that. But yeah, let me know your opinions in the comment section down below. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, drop a like, takes 2 seconds. Now, just quickly before we talk about these photos and look at them, there's two things here. One of the affiliate stations for the CW, this one based in Milwaukee, did tease a trailer for Superman and Lois Season 4 coming sometime soon. Not sure how soon, but just sometime soon. But they said they did see it and that it looks good. So, like what? It's April 20th when I'm making this video now. So it seems the show is premiering in October, roughly by the looks of it. So we could get it around the middle of next month, the trailer. Like that would be a suitable time to release it, and then they can just sort of play it, during ad breaks and stuff with the other shows airing at the moment on the CW, like their other mainstays, like Walker and All American, they're airing their current seasons right now. But that could be a reason to drop it even sooner as well, like drop it before the end of the month, so then it gets as many eyes for a prolonged period of time leading up to the premiere. The most interesting thing that could be included if they do release it soon, outside of the actual trailer and seeing footage, would be if it has a release date attached to that trailer. Like it says coming October 4th or whatever the date would be, or it just says coming this fall. It could easily say that. That's happened before, so that could be probably what happens if they do release it fairly soon. And the second thing is that they were filming something on the Kent Farm location, similar to the downtown Smallville thing. This seems to be the last day they're ever going to be doing the Kent Farm stuff, and with attendees in formal wear. These seem to be like residents of Smallville. So there's like some people that Jordan went to school, or Jordan and Jonathan went to school with. There was people that worked at like, in like community parts, like the mayor's office and stuff like that we saw. But we also did learn that other guest stars are coming back for the finale, not just Lana Lang. Now we also know one of them was confirmed is actually John Henry Irons. He will be in the series finale. He's the only confirmed one that we have at the moment, but it does make you wonder if most of the guest stars, if not all, will also be back alongside them as well. Like we know that Indy Navarrete, who plays Sarah, did say that she's done filming, but you never know. Maybe she was just saying that, so it's a surprise when she shows up in the series finale. There's no sign of her, but that could be the case. Or maybe it's just Lana and John. Of course, they did tease a bit of a romantic thing for them last season. Maybe that's why they're in the finale, because then we get to see if that's a thing going forward. Now, in regards to the formal event that I was talking about before on the Kent Farm, some think it could be a wedding, maybe like a renewal of vows for Clark and Lois. It doesn't appear to be a funeral, as there is a lack of black attire, like, wearing, a black suit, a black dress. You usually don't wear a pink suit to a funeral unless probably the person that died requested it. So maybe have a think of what it could be outside of a wedding or something like that and let me know. I'm not too sure. I have a feeling it'd be like a wedding. Maybe it's a flash forward. I'm not too sure. You'd have to have a guess and let me know. But yeah, let's get into these set photos for the series finale. These all taking place in the downtown Smallville area from what I can tell. So as per usual with most of the said photos we go over, that hasn't been that much of a case this year, for this season, sorry. But shout out to Canada Grass for what I'm guessing will be the last photos he ever gets for Superman and Lois as a show. I don't know if he knows of any other locations coming up and that he knows that he's going to be going to, but I think these might be the last. But he got some pretty cool shots. There's only a handful here, but there's some pretty cool ones that do tease the finale, make you guess of what could be happening and what's coming our way. So the first thing here is a pretty cool shot of Tyler Hoechlin as Superman walking into frame, walking into camera, and as you can tell pretty quickly, his face is pretty beat up. He is bleeding. It looks like scratch marks almost, or something like that. He looks like he's been through it. He looks like he's been through it more than just a bit. It looks like he's having quite the battle. Now, this does make you wonder, is there kryptonite involved here? Because we are still wondering about the aspects of who could be this physical threat for the final season when you have a character like Lex Luthor as your main villain. Like, who do you do? Of course, we had Doomsday at the end of last season, which fit into what Lex Luthor was planning and everything like that, but they wouldn't just do Doomsday again. So who does Superman verse? Now, I don't know if Canada Grass provided any other information alongside this, like stuff that was being said on set or anything like that. I'm not too sure. If I'm thinking about it, like Superman bleeding, and it's not necessarily against this ridiculous villain, I think kryptonite would have to be involved. But if you have any theories on what could be happening here, let me know. I saw some talk about like if it's a different colored suit. They season by season they do change the suit up a bit. This just could be like the lighting, it's in the daytime, the camera angle, everything like that. And like if, he's meant to be like being chucked through a building and stuff, meant to have dust on him. So I don't know too much about the suit in regards to whether there's like any differences or changes there. If anyone knows, let me know, but it just looks the same, just maybe a different color, but that could be intentional based off the lighting and, wear and tear during this fight and stuff. The next one sort of confirms the guest stars I was talking about before. So as you can see here, this is like, I don't think they're shooting here. Are they? I don't think they are. I don't think this is meant to be a thing where they're shooting, but you can see Lana on the left there, then John Henry, then Jordan, then Jonathan, and then Lois. I don't know if there's going to be anyone between John Henry and Jordan there. You can see some legs, but maybe it's Natalie. That could be the only one I could think of, but you can't see them. So I think this is just meant to be the people that were there. I didn't see anything online, about anyone else being in this photo, even if they are blocked by that, what could be a camera or sound person or whatever it is. So it just seems to be Lana, John Henry, Jordan, Jonathan, and Lois. And then, of course, you would assume Superman's on this picture because he's fighting someone. But the last picture is something that I saw a lot of people either really dive into and really think about it, or just sort of skip over and just not even take note of it, even though I think, the most interesting photo here, and that is this one here. And you can see it's John Henry Irons steel suit on this like mural, and you can tell it's in small. We got the Smallville like sort of water tank in the background there. It does say celebrating 25 years of Steelworks Industries. Now we'll come back to that in a second. We have to look at the goddamn photo. Look at Steel himself. He has the S symbol. He has the Superman symbol, the S symbol, whichever way you want to put it. And he's also got the red cape. Now the red cape was, I think, meant to be in the pilot episode, and they never used it. Or did they use it? I can't remember. No, I think they never did they? He was meant to have a red cape, and they took it off because they thought it would have given it away too quickly that he was Steel, that he was meant to be John Henry Irons if he had the red cape on as well. So they removed the red cape, and it just ended up looking like an exosuit for the most part. So that's very interesting. Now, people are now pointing at the 25 years of Steelworks Industries and going, oh, you know, is this a flash forward? And then I saw some other people going, oh no, maybe just noting, you know, that it's been 25 years. But I think this clearly means it's a time jump. In my opinion, I'm looking at it going, is this not a time jump? For a couple of different reasons. One, the change in John's suit, his identity. Do I need to point out he's not wearing his helmet, which is very, very interesting. You know, everyone knows he's John. Everyone knows that Steel is John Henry Irons. But also the big thing is that Steelworks is John's workshop. That's his company. That's his. And it says 25 years. Obviously he hasn't been on this planet for 25 unless we're doing something, you know, but we know what this Earth's doppelganger did. You know, we know that that wasn't going on and everything like that. So for this to logically make sense, I think you'd have to have it that it is a time jump into the future in some way. Now, I don't know what the context of that will be, why we would do that, like that far, like jump ahead 25 years. You wouldn't think that would happen. But it's sort of confusing me. Like, maybe it's really simple. Like, maybe they're just gonna retcon into the thing where Steelworks Industries always existed in it anyway. But I don't know. I'm just looking at it. There's multiple things here that make me think, at least it's not going to be said directly in the current time. If we're not jumping ahead 25 years, we're jumping ahead some sort of years, at least to the point where we establish like Steel with the cape, the red S. Everyone knows it's John Henry Irons, because we also did get set photos from episode 8 where it has John just as we've seen him as Steel since season 1. No cape, no S symbol, everything like that. So I'm very intrigued about this, but it's something that we're just gonna have to wait until we get the series finale and see exactly what it means and what it's telling us. But overall, I'm looking forward to this series finale. Just to, you know, it's always interesting. It's always like a, you know, double-edged sword. You're looking, you're really looking forward to seeing how they wrap up the show and everything like that, but you're also sad because the show's ending. So I'm just excited to see how they do it, not only just the series finale, but the final season as a whole. I'm sure they've got something special for us in store, but hopefully we get a decent look at it at this trailer whenever it drops, whether it's before the end of April or sometime in May. I have a feeling we get it sometime in May, but they might be nice and drop it in the next week or so, but that's for us to wait and see. But yeah, looking forward to it quite a lot. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome. Could drop a like on it, show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various thoughts and everything we went over. Always curious to hear what you guys are thinking. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.